How's it going, everybody? I am huskiesghost, bringing you an episode of Creepy But True Gaming. Now, this episode has been an episode I've been planning on doing for a while. The only issue is that I didn't really get to play through it when the hype was pretty much going on, but I kept getting request after request after request, and well, it's finally here. Thanks to Undertale finally released it onto the PlayStation 4. I was originally going to play it on the PC, but I figured, I'll just play it on my TV. So thanks to that, I finally got the taste of Undertale. Now, some of you are probably going to be wondering, how much of Undertale have I really played? Well, I did play all three routes. The normal, the good, and of course, the evil. So I think I got myself a pretty good idea what Undertale is about now. So, before we get into this episode, I just want to get into a few rules here, because I know some of you are probably going to be wondering, why haven't I talked about this and that? Well, the rule is that we're going to talk about things creepy in a video game that doesn't try to have many creepy things in it. And Undertale, you can't really count that as a horror game. It's actually known as a cute RPG. Well, at least to me it is. Undertale does have its moments, but it really doesn't have to be a lot of creepy moments. And there are a few moments in this, especially one in particular, that did caught me off guard quite a bit from its original, how should I say, its original style. I'm going to be talking about the good side, where you enter the truth. You've entered the laboratory. This area caught me off guard. It's pretty creepy, the atmosphere is there, and the creatures you encounter are pretty spine-chilling. So let's go ahead and deep right down to the laboratory. This is Undertale. When you take the pacifist route, which is triggered by not killing any monster through your run, do keep note you can get the true ending after a natural run. You will be given access to the True Lab by Dr. Alphys. This area has interesting lore behind the game of Undertale. It explains about determination, the monsters, and the character you name, whose real name would be Chara. Now, when you play through Undertale, you will encounter goofy and loving characters, but when you enter this lab, oh, it's a different story. Aside of the meaning of this lab, it's the overall feel of this place, the atmosphere. It's like a threesome of the final section of Earthbound and a game of Luigi's Mansion and Silent Hill. It's dark, gritty, and pretty disturbing. But what I really didn't expect was to run into any monsters in here. I mean, this is Alphys' lab, so it should be safe. What in the... What the fuck?! Okay, maybe that's the only time... What's in that shower? What's with the music? Why is Frisk walking slow? Fuck that shit, I'm gonna go play some more Charge It!
Oh shit.
Nope! Toby Fox really knew how to get in your head and break the fourth wall in Undertale. The monsters get me here. Even resting in the bed, this monster next to me freaked me out. Turned out to be nice. Even the dog is scared here. The attacks are even very weird. And trying to do a pacifist, it got a bit confusing without trying to kill these aliens. And there we have it, guys. That was the laboratory of Undertale. It was pretty creepy. I really thought it was pretty creepy. I figured go ahead and show you guys that moment. If you liked the episode, well, you know the drill. Until next time, catch you later. How could I forget? There's one more moment in Undertale that goes beyond disturbing. It's so disturbing that it's very mysterious. This moment, if you really look at it, really doesn't exist in this game, but at the same time it does. There's one more moment on here. And this one, there's not really much to talk about, but we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. WD Gaster. So we can't go on to talking about Undertale without mentioning one character you'll hardly hear about in the first couple runs in the game unless you got very lucky. This is about WD Gaster, or some people like to call him Dr. Gaster, or also more fittingly, Weending Gaster. Why Weendings? Well, we'll get to that here soon. What's really to say? We get hints and mentions, but he stays very well in the dark. We'll sometimes get these followers who know Gaster. and in a very slim chance we run into a hidden door and waterfall where we encounter a mystery man. We believe this can be Gaster himself. To be blunt, in the True Lab we encounter notes, entries, by Alphys. But however, entry 17 is missing. Where did it go? Well, if you dig into the files, we do find it, but in a form that isn't Alphys, but Wingdings. This might be Gaster. Some theorize Gaster is just cut content, and maybe he is, but even Toby wants him to be a part of the game in some form. If you name a fallen child Gaster, the game itself resets, so it's no out of place mistake. Gaster is one mysterious character. And you know what? For any episode I've did of Creepy But True Gaming, Gaster is probably one of those few that you could say actually doesn't exist within the game. But he does. More like stuck in between. He's definitely something that you might hear about. He is indeed part of the game, just not in a way that most Easter eggs attend to. And I think the mystery of this character is what truly makes it pretty creepy. And there you have it, guys. This is the true goodbye now for this episode. If you liked the episode, well, you know the drill. Undertale is a great game, guys. If you really ignore the spoiler warning, well, it does kind of suck because this game really is mostly enjoy going in blindly, but it is still a game that everybody should enjoy, and don't let the cancerous fan base say otherwise. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you all later.